Happy Easter once again. Now, away from celebrations, to many, Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha is a serious man with little time to socialize. In fact, some say they have never seen this no-nonsense medic smile. But is this true? Well, the professor of medicine let the world in on his other side after a viral cartoon was shared several times on social media. Tonight we bring you the story of Magoha, the bass guitarist, and most surprising, a former member of a youth group in Nairobi's Eastlands, where he worked alongside one of the renowned musicians of their time. Take a look.
Had the Standard newspaper not published this cartoon depicting Professor George Magoha as a musician, perhaps not much information about the Education Cabinet Secretary's past life would have been known. The cartoon depicts the young Magoha in a Starehe Boys school uniform with a guitar strapped across his small body. And in a rare compliment about newspapers, Magoha admits the cartoon was accurate.
Those of you who read the Standard saw the cartoon. The cartoon where I was playing guitar. It is true.
Magoha says he was a member of a gang whose base was Nairobi's Eastlands, where he used to live with his family.
It is true that I grew up in Eastlands as one of the tough guys there. I used to be a deputy commander of a juvenile gang called Sicheki. And we used to have skirmishes with all the other groups at Ololo and Makongeni and elsewhere.
As he continued to execute his roles within the gang, Magoha says he saw Starehe Boys Center School Band performing on television, which raised his desire to join the school so he could continue with his first love, music.
So I decided I wanted to go there. I liked those bright colors, bright blue and bright red. So I decided I wanted to go there, and because of that band. And that also attracted me to playing bass guitar.
The professor would later join a music band under legendary Ochenka Basele as a bass guitarist.
And how did I stop playing a band? In the band, we had regimented officers at Starehe Boys Center who ensured that there were rules to be followed. Eventually, I was not able to do practice and they replaced me. But we had recorded 2 songs at that time and I got 30 shillings for each of them, which was really nothing.
Even though Magoha finally joined Starehe Boys Center, his juvenile and ghetto-like character never left him. He could occasionally sneak through the windows and, using bicycles from his friends, he would ride to town while other students continued with lessons.
I had rich classmates who had Comorera bicycles. So since I was so attracted to the bicycle, that is splendid outside glamour, I would escape during the lectures in the window and borrow the bicycle and go to town. But since the uniform was so bright, our people at Starehe would follow me and pick me back to class.
And Magoha's choice of venue and timing for the revelation into his past life was deliberate. He was addressing more than 2,000 young boys and girls during the 12th Annual Education and Leadership Conference for Wings to Fly and Elimu Scholarship Program. He wanted to allow the young minds to use his past life to reflect and make informed decisions about their future. From living in Eastlands and being a senior member of a gang to being a key member of a music band to joining Starehe Boys Center, Magoha owes everything to Starehe's founder and director Geoffrey Griffin and school administrator, the late Patrick Shaw, who he says their strictness was enough to control his waywardness.
Having been caned, which means I was being looked after. Patrick Shaw would come to the class 3-4 times in the morning to check if I'm still there. So when I was controlled just a bit, then I started to know that with my own self-drive, if it was directed in the right place, I could be very intelligent.
For a man who is known to be hands-on, strict and a stickler for rules and principles, who believes in hard work and is result-driven, his past life could just be the opposite of what people know him for. Shadrach Meti, KTN News.
Well, now you know, but to be fair, we all have different sides. Back to politics, the ODM party has announced that businessman and politician Suleiman Shebal has stepped down from the Mombasa gubernatorial race in favor